Hi, I'm Mark Worthington, and I'll be at the Mind Body Spirit Festival in Sydney in October, and I look forward to meeting you there. For years, I was an accountant, an auditor, but about 9 years ago, I made a very significant shift in my life, which I'll explain. These days, I'm an author, coach, mentor, and I specialize in the subject of consciousness or self-awareness. You may not realize, but we're actually going through a universal experiment in self-awareness. And I've studied deeply over the last 9 years how we can work with that, how we can attain higher awareness, and what effect it can have on our lives, which I'd love to share with you, either by meeting with you or by reading one of my books. A little bit about me. For most of my life, as I said, I was pretty normal, accountant, an auditor. But I had a series of highs and lows in my life. My life was really like a roller coaster. Yet I couldn't work out why. I had divorces and diseases, and I had things go wrong, as many of you may have as well. But in 2015, with a divorce, and so many things shattered in my life, and I finally turned to open to the pain of that. And opening to the pain of that, cracking in a way, led me to a whole lot of new discoveries, which have completely changed my life. I no longer was the person who just fitted in and did what I was told. I changed significantly. I also had, in this time, dramatic changes in terms of my vibration, if you want to call it that. I started to have metaphysical or psychic experiences. I had visitations from metaphysical beings, which I'd had no experience with it for most of my life. And I really had to make sense of that. And now they work with me and they've taught me much, which is what's in my books. I've written 3 books now and published them on expansion, self-awareness, 1 on business and 2 on just how you can expand your own life and find the truth of yourself. Some of the things I've discovered is why people are genuinely really unhappy. It's not what you might think. I've learnt the secret to self-aware leadership or conscious leadership, which a lot of people talk about, but it's not well understood what it actually means. But also, I started out like many people on the spiritual path. I had no idea where this could take me. But over the years of working with this, I've gone way beyond what I ever thought was possible. And I think a lot of people don't understand what's truly possible on the spiritual path. And I'm happy to share that. In some ways, I've had over 400 sessions with these metaphysical beings, many of which you would have heard of. And they've taught me what may have been taught or what was taught in the mystery schools of ancient times. And I'd love to share that with you. So if you're curious, you want to understand the deeper aspects of self-awareness, but to actually see the practical aspects of how you actually apply this, because that's what's something I've actually learnt, and it's in my 3rd book, how to do this. So I look forward to meeting you in Sydney. If you're around, I'd love to learn from you as well. So let's catch up at my store. I'm sharing the store with my daughter, who's a nutritionist. I'd love to share thoughts. Thank you.